out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the Sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh,
Hello, sweet girl.
sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the Sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance. Come on. We're gonna dance. Have a good time. Dance. All night long, we're gonna dance. And have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring.
This guy is in his crate because he can't manage to go pee outside today. With the snow, he's very distracted and all he wants to do is eat it. And I'm concerned that if I let him be out of his crate, he's going to pee in the house. And so, despite the fact that he has gone outside 5 times this morning, he still has not peed. And every time he goes out, all he does is eat the snow. So he has to be in his crate. And it's sad. Look, he won't even look at me now. He's ashamed. Oh, Hank. You poor boy. You're just too obsessed with the snow. Good morning. Welcome to This Week in the Life vlog. It's Monday, and I am home today with my kids. We have a snow day from school. Brandon did not, which was interesting to me. Typically, his school as well as mine are on the same page with each other, and if one of them is canceled, then the other is as well. But today is a rare situation where that's not the case. But here in Maine, we are seeing lots of snowfall. It's a wet, heavy snow. It is coating the trees, as you've seen so beautifully. It just is picturesque, and I am able to see it that way because I have the luxury of being home today and working in a field where we have snow days. I know that that's not the case for everyone, so if you were having to drive in this, I'm very sorry about that. I hope that everything went smoothly for you, but I'm trying to soak up the beauty where I do get to be home and just observe it as it's kind of petering out, the storm at this point, and it's lightly falling, and it's, instead of it being like a fast, heavy fall, it's now kind of wisping around as it falls. So it's just very nice to see the storm come and go from home. That's the key there, being home. So it is the start of This Week in the Life, and it's a snow day. So we're trying to get a few things done around here. You know me, I am not one to try to get everything done because it's just not realistic and it puts pressure on myself that I'm not interested in. So instead, I'm going with the get some things done mentality, and I've gotten my workout in this morning. The kids have played out in the snow. They're about to go back out and play in the snow again. When they come in, we're going to do some lunch, hot cocoa, and then they will watch a movie. I would love to get some dusting done today. I don't really want to dust, of course. Who wants to dust? But it would be good for me to get some dusting done. So we will try to devote some time to that. As much as I don't really want to do it, I know that I will appreciate having it done. I've held off on really decorating the house for Christmas because the dust needs to be taken care of first. There's no point in putting decorations out and then just putting them on top of dust. So we need to dust so that then we could decorate. That would feel really nice. It'd be fun to do while the kids were watching a movie, especially if they watched a Christmas movie, so I could be listening to that while I was decorating. But dusting is on the agenda, as well as taking care of some laundry. I've already gotten a load in, and that has gone to the dryer at this point, so now we need to sort it into everybody's respective baskets. I ran my first Whatnot show last night. If you're not familiar with Whatnot, I'll have a link in the description so that you can check it out. It's a really neat app. I'm enjoying it a lot. You can run live shows and sell items. You can also put things in the buy it now, people call it the bin, and sell items that way. So that's another alternative, but it's just a neat live auction format, and I am enjoying it a lot for adding to collections of various things that I have. But I'm also enjoying it now as a seller and selling off some things that I've moved on from or duplicates of things that I have. So neat site. I hadn't heard about it until very recently, so that is why I'm sharing it with you. But I was approved as a seller recently, ran my first show last night, and it went pretty smoothly. Ran into a few little bumps. I think there's no way to get around that really in your very first show, but overall it was really smooth and we made sales, so that's good. We've got some items that are headed out to new homes and some money that will be coming back to me, so yay for that. But I'm going to keep it short and brief. I've already talked for a while, but I'm going to keep it short and brief now because this is a week in the life, which means this is only day one and we've got 4 more days after this. I tend to get rather chatty, and then my week in the life vlogs turn into like 40 minutes, and that's with me cutting a bunch of stuff out. So we're going to go and do the Monday things.
It will always be Christmas in my heart, but this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You and me, doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words.
We've got some fruit and veggies lined up for lunch today for the kids. My youngest is not a super big green pepper fan, so he had the smallest piece, but they're going to have some fruits and veggies that we got in our grocery order over the weekend, and then I will also heat them up some warm meme soup, as we call it, when they come in. They are busy building something out there. It looks like maybe a fort. So I can imagine that when they come in, they would love something warm. So meme soup will be ready for them. This is just a family recipe, and that's why it's called meme soup. It's kind of like, what is that? The store-bought SpaghettiOs, but just more streamlined. It's tomato juice, onions, orzo noodles, butter, and a little bit of pepper and salt. And that's it. And water. There is some water added in. But that's it. It was a budget-friendly meal when my husband's family was younger, and his meme made it. So that is why it has been dubbed meme soup.
Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents. But it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences
Guess who still hasn't peed?
just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow
Happy Tuesday. It's already Tuesday. I didn't really say goodbye on Monday. I ended up hosting another Whatnot show and then I went to bed after that. So that's how Monday turned out. And now today is Tuesday. And we are back at school today. The kids are outside enjoying some snow. And that is a lot of fun for them to get to do here on our playground. And I have some prep time. So I'm working on finishing up grades. Report cards go home this week. And we will be meeting as a fourth grade team soon to go over some of our need tos for the time being. That's pretty much it. It's been a low-key morning so far. We got in a math lesson, did all the things, and that's where we're at for Tuesday. I am leaving a little bit early today because we all have dentist appointments. These are our regularly scheduled cleanings. So back at the dentist again this week, but this time for regularly scheduled cleanings. So I will touch base with you again later. Tuesday has come to an end. I guess technically there's still a few more hours of Tuesday, about 3, but essentially Tuesday is done. I'm gonna go take my shower, probably talk to my sister while I take my shower. I always multitask when I take a shower. I'm either watching a show on YouTube of one of my favorite YouTubers, or lately a Whatnot show and possibly bidding on Disney pins while showering, or I'm talking to someone on my phone. So I'm always multitasking in that way. But today was relatively uneventful. At school it was uneventful. We were back at the dentist and oh my gosh, it was just probably the worst dentist visit that we have had. We have multiple additional cavities amongst children that are going to need to get taken care of at a pretty penny. Unfortunately, we really love our dentist. That's not the unfortunate part. We really love our dentist and our dentist facility. The unfortunate part is they were previously in network and then, you know, health insurance changes all the time. So even though I did not change my place of employment, our health insurance changed. And now our dentist is no longer in network. So we are paying a little bit more than we really should have to, I guess, because we want to stick with our dentist that we know and the kids are comfortable with and we are comfortable with, and they're not in network. So there's that. And so we're all scheduled to go back for various things. I have a chipped tooth that right now there are no problems other than the fact that it's chipped, but I need to get that fixed before a cavity forms in it. And then I also have, I think it's called a lingual bar behind my top 4 teeth and my bottom 4 teeth. And it's just essentially like a little section of braces basically, but they have been there for the last, I did the math while I was at the dentist, the last 17 years. And the wire on one of the teeth has just kind of like popped out of the glue type stuff that was holding it to the tooth, and I had the option to just have it all removed or to just have that re-glued essentially, and I don't know, it's been there for so long at this point, I just assume leave it, I guess. So we're just gonna have that re-glued, but it is a cost to me. So I'll have that little chip filled in. I think it's somewhere on this side, which is why I'm pointing to that side of my face, as well as have that section of my lingual bar fixed. Oh my gosh, but that's multiple $100s all on its own, let alone the kids and their needs. So it's necessary. We will do it, but it's not really the news that we wanted, of course. And so other than that, the day was uneventful, low-key. We settled back in. There were some late buses this morning with the snow that we had yesterday, and so the morning was just off to like a gentle start, which was nice. And then we got our math lesson going. I had quite a few students out today, which I was surprised about, and I don't really know why any of them were out, so hopefully they'll be back tomorrow and all is well with them. And that's about it for the day. Well, I'm making this face because there was something else I wanted to share about yesterday, about last night, and I cannot remember. I don't think I ever, this wasn't it, but I don't think I ever updated you on Hank. If you've made it this far into the video, then I know that you would like to know how things turned out for Hank. At about 4:30 yesterday afternoon, he finally peed. About 18 hours from the last time he had peed, and it was a lot of pee. He peed for like a solid 60 seconds. And I was sure to tell my students about that today, and they thought that that was quite funny and quite comical. And hopefully Hank has settled in with the snow. We shall see. He has peed a few additional times, but oh my gosh, that dog, something else. It's a lot of fun to get to share little stories like that with my kids because they do find it funny and it's a good way to connect with them. So there's that. That's Tuesday in a nutshell, and now Tuesday is coming to an end, so I am going to get in the shower now, but I'll catch up with you tomorrow on Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's already almost 1 in the afternoon by the time that I'm even picking up the camera to do any vlogging today, but it's Wednesday and things have gone pretty well this morning. We did another math lesson talking about word problems, using addition, subtraction, and multiplication for those word problems. And now I'm looking over my report cards one more time, making sure those are all good while the kids are away at special. I had a staff meeting this morning. That was early. That was busy. I was supposed to have another meeting this afternoon, but it got canceled, and selfishly, I'm not sad about that. I'm really glad to have the extra time and to just be able to go home right after school. So looking forward to doing exactly that. But that's what's going on so far on this Wednesday. I will touch base with you later today.
Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents. But it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic
day. Floof has come a long way. There's been some serious shaving of this dog tonight. Look at all this floof fur in here. That's a lot of hair that came off this dog. She definitely needed to be groomed, and this is the first time we've ever groomed a dog. And we just couldn't make contact with her groomer after trying a lot of times, so we took matters into our own hands and said, she's got to get groomed. So here we are, not really knowing what we're doing, but getting her to a point where she's feeling better with a lot less mats and such. She looks so different already. She seems to really be enjoying herself, but like it's got to feel good for her to get these mats and this long hair off of her. I think I did a really terrible job and did not even say goodbye yesterday on Wednesday, but it is now Thursday. I spent some time getting some editing done last night. We also groomed Holly, which you've seen, and that was quite the endeavor. She's not done. This is the first time we've ever groomed her, but she's looking a lot better, and she's mat-free at this point, and that is what we needed for her, was for her to not have any more mats, that poor girl. And now today, Thursday, has gone well. I woke up and I actually did some reading before I got out of bed for the day, which I don't know that I've ever done that, sadly. And it was really good, so I'm glad I did it. And now we have tackled half the day on Thursday. Everything is going pretty well today. We had a hot cocoa bar as a reward for students at lunchtime, and great idea. Not enough time to fit it in during their lunch, which is already never seems long enough. So we have determined that we need to do things differently. We're planning to do this every Thursday in the month of December and maybe beyond. I was just saying we have to determine a way to do that a little bit differently next time so it's a little more effective, and probably it can't happen during lunchtime. So we'll see. But otherwise, Thursday's halfway done.